And hi there, Rino Soriano here, the Conscious Health Alchemist, day 6 on your 30-day holistic health challenge. Okay, so today I want to talk about a very important topic. It's called fat. Now, I'm here to set the record straight on this topic because most people are very misinformed. They're programmed, and what's being put out there is actually the exact opposite of the truth. So, most people have been programmed to fear fat, and you've been programmed to think that fat puts fat on your body, and that's the most untrue philosophy for your health. So here's the deal. I break everything down to simplistic, holistic terms, okay? So fat will not put fat on your body, and here's why. Every time you ingest something, it breaks down into simple molecules. So when you ingest protein, and you ingest it, it goes through a process, and it breaks down to simple molecules called amino acids, okay? Which your body uses as protein, and amino acids pretty much run your whole body, runs your neurotransmitter, rebuilds your body, rebuilds muscles, okay? So now when you ingest fat, what happens to fat? It does not go to your hips or your stomach or your legs. That's an impossibility. Why? Because fat breaks down into two compounds. One is water, and the other one's called simple lipids, which are fat molecules, both of which your body will use as nutrition. So the proponents teaching that fat makes you fat is way off, and I would ask you to reconsider what you choose to believe. So fat is actually one of the most important nutrients your body requires to be healthy, to be radiant, and your brain needs the most amount of fat to actually communicate and to actually relay neurotransmitter activity. And if you don't get this fat in abundance every day, well, you're going to be not able to connect. You're not going to be able to relay those messages, and then the rest of your body suffers. So fat is king. As far as I'm concerned, fat is the king of nutrients. And so I would ask you to reconsider what you think is true. And all I have is one question. That paradigm has been presented now for 50 years, and we have more overweight and unhealthy people than ever before. And you're being told to limit your fat and calories and to go work out and do all these things. And I look out there and go, we have a bunch of overweight, unhealthy people. So those paradigms have not proven themselves. And so if you want to fare much better, I would ask you to be open-minded, and I'm going to present some unique, let's call it unique creative ideas of how to start bringing in fat into your diet, because it will actually help you to stay slim. Okay, that's the irony. If you input healthy fats and what I call essential fats throughout the day, not just one type of fat, because a lot of people are telling you, oh, take olive oil and put olive oil in everything. I don't think olive oil is the top 5 on my list. It doesn't make the top 5. Sorry. There's other fats that are way healthier. And so I'm going to ask you to say, you need to start bringing in the fats. Bring it in, baby, because it's going to be your skin, your hair, your brain communication, your libido. It's vital for your entire body, mind, what I call body-mind system. And so it will actually even clear up your mind. It will actually help you to have a clearer mind, clearer thoughts, and feel more confident. And oh, by the way, it just happens to be the greatest energy source. So if you want more energy and more vibe in your life, you need to bring in the fats. You can't just do it once in a while or when you remember. You need to do it every day, multiple times a day. Okay? And my body needs vast amounts of fat because I'm a high vibe being, but I'm also lean. I work out and I'm active. My body needs it and sucks it in, and I could take out probably 200 grams of fat per day, and that for me is fine. And now some people, they say, well, I've done this diet and that diet, but what you're not understanding is you need to bring in the fats in balanced ratios every day with most of your meals. And most people are not doing it. They've been programmed to fear fat, and so they stay away from fat. And when you stay away from fat and your body goes deficient, your body will actually go into survival mode. And what happens is then your body starts storing fat as a protection mechanism, because it's sensing, oh, you're not feeding me, so I have to store this, because it's sensing you're going through times that you have no nutrition supply coming in. Okay, back in the day, thousands of years ago, if people didn't have nutrition coming in or they couldn't eat very often, the body goes into survival mode. It starts storing fat on your body to protect you. Okay, it's a protective mechanism. So fat is king. And hi there, I'm back. This is video part 2 of my Fat is King video on your 30-day health challenge. Okay, so as I was saying, to reiterate, fat is king. Your body needs it, your brain needs it, your libido needs it. And so most people are confused about, there's two types of fat. One is unsaturated and the other one's saturated. And so Same thing, there's misinformation with that as well, because most health officials will tell you this, oh, saturated fat, it clogs your arteries and it does all this thing. No, it doesn't. It's a lie, it's a scam. Saturated fat is actually more important than the unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats come from seeds and plants, okay? It is healthy, okay? So, but saturated fats come from animal sources. And now here's the big one that most people are misinformed is you are, scientifically speaking, considered an animal. So if you take an animal and a plant, which are you most resemble? You're an animal, and you need these constituents of saturated fats coming in. Why? And here's the most important fact is saturated fats are the precursor, the building molecules that your body takes in to string the molecules to produce hormones. Hormones run your entire body, and the big one's called metabolism. So most people are staying away from saturated fats, and that's the greatest dishonor and disservice to your body, because now your body can't string molecules together to produce your hormones, to run your metabolism, to run your immunity, to run your brain functioning, and that's where people are at. They're deficient. They're staying away from the fat, and the most essential thing you should be doing is incorporating these saturated fats. And so a lot of, again, health officials are telling you to stay away from the saturated fats because they clog your arteries. Well, let me tell you something. Saturated fats will actually help keep your arteries clean, okay? And this has been proven. Again, you can go research the findings of Weston A. Price. He had actually funded his own study, and it's called Weston A. Price Foundation. You can go research it yourself to see what he had discovered about fats are king, is what I'm saying. And there's other people now finally catching on, like, yeah, you know, these fats are actually, when people are on them, magical things happen. So I know I've had miraculous results with my clients with just telling them to start ingesting pure fat in the morning and before going to bed, and things start rebounding, their health rebounds. Now why is that? Because fats are very easy to digest, they're absorbable, and the body needs actually fats to actually digest your foods as well and do a bunch of other things. Again, libido, metabolism. The purpose of this video is to kind of start shifting you back to the truth and to nature, and saying, follow nature and you fare much better. And again, I'm going to say, don't even believe me. Try it out for 5 days. Try it out for 7 days. But I would say, look at what you've done so far, and how do you feel and how do you look? And if you're not blinged out in radiant health, and if you're not slim, you might be a little open-minded and maybe follow what I'm recommending. So how do you incorporate these fats? I say you need a balance every day. So another proponent I want to bring up before I forget is, you're being told to eat lean, dense meats. Go for the white chicken, lean meats. That is the greatest dishonor you can do to your body. That meat is lean, it's dense, it requires enzymes and hydrochloric acid and other bionutrients to break down. That will actually put strain on your organs. It will actually make your body acidic, and it will actually put undue stress on your kidneys and liver. I'm here to say that it's the fatty cuts of meat that are actually the healthiest. And I know there's going to be a lot of people disagreeing. All I do is go, okay, here, let's try it. Let's try it for 1 day, 2 day. And all I know is the results speak for themselves. The fatty cuts of meats are chicken wings, chicken legs, ribeye steaks. If you're going to do turkey's really lean. Do the legs only, leave the rest. It's way too lean. Lamb is actually good because it's real fatty. Anything fatty like salmon, fish is way better than tuna. Stay away from tuna. Too lean, and it harbors a lot of mercury and other compounds. So fatty meats are king, my friend. Try it for just a few days. I guarantee you, your body will tell you the truth. It will bling out. You'll feel much better. You'll have mental clarity. You will just radiate. So we need to start incorporating higher level truth. We got to stop buying paradigms, because your health is going to suffer. And I say, look out there at people. They're unhealthy, overweight, and that's because they're following the paradigms. I don't follow paradigms. I follow nature, and I invite you to take a ride on the nature side. Okay, my friend? So I have some other information down in the links that are complementing this video. Just open them up, read them, and I show you how to incorporate fats every day, so this way your body starts receiving an abundance, so your body can actually do its thing. Okay, and then there's other information that I'll have down there, and get back to me if you have any questions. You know where to reach me. I'm Rino Soriano. Remember, healthy body, happy soul.